felt pretty good.
Are there a lot of things you could not do because of it?
Oh, I mean, there's not a lot of things you do in practice in a short week like this to push it. So we'll have to see how it feels on Saturday, but I feel pretty good right now.
Is it a pain management thing or risk of further damage?
A little bit of both, but at this point of the year, everybody's dealing with stuff. So if I can go, I'll go, and we'll go from there.
Are you open to being on like a snap count, or are you more all or nothing at this stage?
I'm trying to be out there as much as I possibly can. So obviously, I wouldn't want to do that, but if that's the only thing that I can do, then I'm going to take what I can get.
How did you guys take when Mike said all hands on deck? Was that to get everybody to kind of incentive, like let's try to get ready for this game, or the guys that were questionable?
Yeah, but I think that's the mindset each and every week. I mean, every single game is so important. It's not like these games are weighted differently than the games at the beginning. There was only 17 of them. So when you take that approach each and every week, yes, there's more to it just because of the implications with it, but it's not any less important than other games or more important.
Is it more of an ankle or a foot issue? I think we just heard
I think it was reported as an ankle, yeah.
How tough is this 3 games in 11 days stretch, and I guess not 2 in 5? Kind of similar to, I guess, Sunday, Thursday turnaround. It feels like with all the
It's difficult. Yeah, it's difficult, but I don't know if our opinions really matter at this point.
As a player, though, is it frustrating to be put in that position, playing meaningful games on this sort of truncated schedule?
I think other guys are obviously having to deal with it too, but like I said, our opinions don't. I don't think it matters to weigh in, honestly.
Do you think the candy cane patch will make it better?
I don't know. Maybe some kids at home will have more fun watching us play.
It's the 4th year in a row you're going to be in Baltimore around Christmas this time of year with high playoff stakes every time. High stakes, is that these kind of games that you most look forward to?
I look forward to every game, obviously. But yeah, this is a huge game. It's an important one. Playing in Baltimore is always tough. Playing against this opponent is always tough. It always comes down to big plays in the 4th quarter. That was the big message today, and I don't see this game being any different.
It seems like these games come down to 7 points or fewer more often than not. What's that like defensively? You know you're going to be in a tight game.
Yeah, just being ready when your moment's called. Like we've said all year long, we know the plays are there to be made. It's just a matter of capitalizing on your opportunities when they present themselves, and that comes from film study and having a great week of practice. And I feel like those things have happened. But just like always, it doesn't matter unless we take care of business on Saturday in those moments.
When you guys are playing a quarterback like Lamar and an offense like the Ravens, what kind of stress does that put on your position on the edge as an outside linebacker?
Yeah, it's difficult. Just trying to keep him in the pocket, and then when he's in the pocket, try to disrupt him as much as possible. He's a 2-time MVP for a reason. He can pick you apart from the pocket, or he can also escape out both sides. He can escape the throw, he can escape the run, he can kind of do it all. So it's a tough task, but it's not just the 4 guys up front, it's everybody collectively.
TJ, why have you guys been able to rise to that tough task maybe more than some other teams that have played the Ravens?
I'm not sure. It's a tough task each and every week. We have great work weeks, we have great schematics, but what's in the past is in the past, and it's all about this week.
So when you look at film of how the Ravens have maybe evolved from the first time you played them, just what do you see out of Lamar and the way that he's playing at this point in the season?
I think they're just playing cohesively. When you get a lot of new parts, or just a couple new parts, especially 22 in the backfield with them, they're only going to get better with time, and I think that's some of the things that you're seeing at this point in the season.
TJ, when you're going into a game where it's a game-time decision, do you do anything differently in the day or two leading up to it or the day of the game to try to put yourself in position to maybe be in a better place than you, whether it's mentally or physically, to be ready for that moment?
I mean, besides treatment, nothing really, no.
Do or can teams change a lot the second time you see them in a season? Or are you pretty much expecting the same thing?
Everybody's changing stuff all the time. I mean, especially divisional relationships when you've seen each other multiple times over multiple years. There are some things that can stay the same, but obviously there's always going to be some sort of wrinkle, whether it's from us or them.